The trophies sit inside the high school. They represent a time when Dixon High dominated.
You know, and it was a big deal to be able to play varsity sports back in those days. We just really thought it was a big deal, and it was, and we enjoyed every minute of it.
In the 3 seasons of 1976, 77, and 78, you would find no better high school baseball program than the one at Dixon High School. Those 3 years, a combined 61 wins against just 12 losses.
Just the camaraderie we all had, and it all started with our head coach, and just kind of making sure that we had a culture that we were all one team all together in it, and no individual accomplishments mattered.
They were the only school in the state in Class A to advance to 3 Final Fours in the decade of the 70s. The results? A 4th place finish in 78, preceded by a runner-up finish in 77, and the second boys team title in school history when their 1976 team went a perfect 19-0.
Looking at how we won the games we won, we went 19-0. We had one-run game, which was the first game of the year, and then we kind of coasted the rest of the year. It actually got pretty easy. The further we went into the state tournament, it seemed like we were beating teams even worse.
I hardly ever knew the score of the game. Never knew my batting average. Those things just didn't matter. It was just a bunch of guys getting together to play ball. We've done it most of our lives.
Led by head coach Ron Hobson, these 3 years represent the only baseball Final Fours in school history. They put the small town of Dixon on the map as a baseball power.
I think for a lot of us, it was better than going to school. School was the secondary part. Playing sports was the best part of it all, and like I said, everybody got along well together and enjoyed being around each other.
Congrats to all of us for having the run that we had. We had a great group of guys, and and I'm sure that the 2 teams after my year were equally as good guys as we were. You know, we just had a good time. We all played together, played hard, and it was a lot of fun.
Congratulations and thank you guys. It was an experience. It was fun.
Nearly 50 years since their incredible run, we honor their accomplishments. Please welcome their head coach, Ron Hobson, as well as members of the 1976, 77, and 78 baseball teams from Dixon High School.
The players from those years include the following: Chuck Baker, Billy Beidler, Ron Blackburn, Randy Bowman, Kelly Copeland, Ken Copeland, Marty Cross, Jerry Goodman, Mike Hall, Jay Harrison, Randall Hayes, Dean Kelly, Jeff Kelly, Gary Lewis, Blaine Mathis, Marty Pruitt, David Pease, and Larry Perkins. First of all, I would like to thank the Missouri State Hall of Fame for this honor. This is something I will cherish for the rest of my life, and I know these young men will also. I want to tell you a little history about the Dixon baseball team. Over a 10-year span, we won 81% of our games. We won 212 games and lost 49. The 1976 state championship team went undefeated. Since 1950, there have been 125 state champions in the state of Missouri. Only 7 have went undefeated. During that season, we scored 178 runs and allowed 32. Back then, there were only 2 classes. We had to play 7 games. In those 7 games, the first game we won 23-3. The next 4 were shutouts: 4-0, 9-0, 6-0, 7-0. And in the semifinal game, we won 10-4 and won the championship game 11-2. The following year, we made it back to the state tournament. We finished second in the state tournament that year, and the following year, we made it again. We got beaten in the semifinals. Now, unfortunately, for all those years, we had 28 players that got a uniform. Unfortunately, 3 of them have passed away. 2 of them died of cancer, and one of them, a young man named Ralph Chambers, who was a pitcher and an outfielder on that team. He finished with a record of 47 wins and 6 losses. Unfortunately, he got killed in a boating accident at the Lake of the Ozarks. And one of the hardest things I had to do is to be a pallbearer and bury that young man that day. And I want to tell you a little bit about some other things that we've done over the past several years. Once again, there was 28 players that were on that team. Not only were they excellent baseball players, that was noted before, they were excellent basketball players also. And what I'm really proud of is that they were very proficient in the classroom. Standing before you today is a teacher, a preacher, a car salesman, a loan officer at a bank, a pharmacist, a general manager of a country club, vice president of one of the biggest consulting firms in the state of Missouri, president of a small college, an insurance administrator, a worker that works at Nike Missile Base, and an FBI agent. One of the things I'm proud of. Two other things real quick, because I've got 4 seconds left. My music's going to start. Okay? In order to be here, we had to be nominated. I do not know who the person was that nominated us. If you're sitting out there, if you'll come up and let me know, I would gladly thank you. And one more thing, the Dixon baseball team and myself would very much like to thank the Missouri State Hall of Fame for this induction. Thank you very much.
Coach, to you and all the players, the Dixon High School 1976 to 1978 baseball era enshrined as members May 21st, 2025 in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the sport of baseball.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Our next inductees are 4 incredible individuals who paved the way for Joplin Globe sports writers. Please enjoy the following video.
Yeah, let's get pictures here, guys.
For decades, to read the Joplin Globe meant reading the very best in sports journalism.
Every one of those guys who had a passion for reporter jobs and did a fantastic job from local sports in the Joplin area.
From 2020, the combination
We're going to use that backdrop over in the corner, see it's a Hall of Fame logo.
delivered home run sports coverage of Joplin area sports.
Over there's a backdrop if you want to use it, or we can just do this.
Of experience in covering sports at the Globe.
Those around this area felt like the Joplin Globe covered high school sport better than anybody around. It was always exciting. I remember even as a young athlete, wake up, on Saturday morning and read the articles, not just about your game, but other games, and even as a coach, they were at everything.
All 4 writers graduated from Missouri high schools. Their knowledge of sports in their home state unmatched. They covered the World Series, both Big League and Little League, college national championships, and high school dynasties. They were from professional games to local areas.